Hey guys, my name is Joseph Graff, and today we're going to be talking about the M1 Finance platform. So M1 Finance has both a mobile and desktop platform. It is an investing app that offers commission-free trades. In some ways it is very similar to the Robinhood app that many of you have probably heard of, but it also has its differences. In today's video, I'm going to show you all some of the key features of M1 Finance. I'm going to talk a little bit about my strategy, how I'm using M1 Finance, and I'm going to give you all some advice on the advantages and disadvantages of M1 Finance. That being said, I hope you all enjoy today's video. Here you go. So here we are in the M1 Finance app. This is the home screen. So as you all can see here, if you look in the middle of the screen where this circle is with all the different colors, each of these colors actually represents one of the holdings in my portfolio. So it just so happens that I own 100 stocks in this portfolio, and I'll tell you all a little bit about the reasoning behind that later. If you look in the middle of that circle, you all can see how much I have in equity right now. So I have $423.31, and that represents a $8.33 loss since I started. And overall, I'm down 3.33%. So if you all look here, you all can see the different holdings in my portfolio. So the top one is Target, and I think these are actually organized by largest gain to smallest gain. So Target has done really well lately, which is why it is at the very top right here. And you all might notice this number on the left, 1.2%, and then this number on the right, 1%. With M1 Finance, you pick however many stocks or ETFs you want. Let's say you pick 5, and you can say, okay, I want each of my stocks, each of these stocks or ETFs to represent 20% of my portfolio. So then you make that initial deposit, and M1 Finance will split that money up equally 5 ways so that each of your stocks and ETFs initially represent 20% of your portfolio. Now what happened with Target is because they went up in value, it is now worth more than my target amount. See what I did there? It's worth more than my set amount of 1%. It's now worth 1.2% of my entire portfolio. So then if you swipe right on this home screen, you can see the value of my portfolio over time. At first, this probably looks really good, but this also shows my deposits. So like I said, I'm actually down 3.33% over time. So this pretty good looking steady growth is actually because I have just deposited more and more money over time. So going back over here, we'll go to the activity tab. And what this just shows is it shows money you've deposited, money you've withdrawn if you've withdrawn any, and it also shows dividends you've received. As you all can see, I have received quite a few very small dividends, and the reason that these dividends are so small is I actually purchased fractional shares in all the companies I own. So this is one of the big advantages of M1 Finance is that you are allowed to buy fractional shares. The minimum amount you need to invest at one time is $10. You do have to start with a $100 investment to kind of get your portfolio going, but after that you can buy stocks with as little as $10. So actually, when I deposit money, if I deposit $10, that $10 gets distributed equally over the 100 stocks that I hold in my portfolio. So I get about 10 cents invested in each. So like I said, shows dividends, any kind of trading history. So a week or two ago, I invested $50, and it purchased these shares. So what M1 Finance does is it tries to get your portfolio, each of your stocks and ETFs in your portfolio back to the original target values that you set for them. So because I said that I wanted each stock in my portfolio to represent 1% of my entire portfolio, the stocks that have done well, it buys less of, and the stocks that have not done as well, it buys more of. So this is kind of just a way of dollar cost averaging, which is another thing that I like about the M1 Finance app. What I like to do is invest small amounts weekly or monthly, and just try to get that steady growth over time. So yeah, today I'll actually, we're going to invest $10, and I'll kind of take you all through that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the home screen. Or actually, I'm going to click this icon here, and I am going to click payment. No, I'm not. Never mind. I'm still getting used to this app as well. So I'm going to go to bank connection, and I'm going to click deposit. And I'm going to deposit $10. I'm going to hit continue. And as you can see here, I could click switch to a recurring schedule, and I could set that at as weekly, bi-weekly, or a specific week of the month, or monthly. But for now, I am not going to do that, so I'm going to turn that back off somehow. Well, all right. I'll back out of it and do it again. So here we go. I am going to deposit $10, hit continue, hit transfer. It's going to transfer the money, confirm. So what's going to happen now is it might take a day or two for the funds to settle, and then M1 Finance will purchase stocks, all of the stocks that I have listed as in my portfolio. So what M1 Finance is going to do now is it's going to take that money and it's going to distribute it across all 100 of my stocks to try to get them back to the target weight. And yeah, so another thing I'm going to talk about is you can set it up in your settings so that every time your portfolio reaches over $10, M1 Finance automatically reinvests that money. That is something that I have turned on right now. So that being said, you can kind of create like a dividend reinvestment plan if you buy a dividend stock or multiple dividend stocks, and basically as you collect those dividends, M1 Finance will go ahead, and as long as you have collected $10, it will go out and buy more of the stocks. So talking a little bit about my plan specifically. So I have 100 stocks, and I'll be the first to tell you this is probably overkill. This is not necessarily a great strategy, but the reason I'm doing it is I enjoy it and I think it's a really fun strategy. So I picked 100 stocks, and these 100 stocks, first of all, I started with the Dividend Aristocrat Index. What this is it's stocks that have increased their dividend payouts for at least the past 25 years. So when I buy these stocks, I'm thinking that I have, not only am I pretty secure in receiving these dividend payments for the future years, but that they will also be increased over the next few years. So that was about 44 stocks, I believe. After that, I bought probably about 20 that I hold in my Robinhood portfolio, or have, I just think they're good companies. A couple of examples of that would be Waste Management. I bought some. Realty Income is another company I like. So I just had like a shopping list of about 20 other companies that I really wanted to buy. After that, I did a filter, and I was looking for stocks that yield at least a 3% dividend. So then I went through that list and I picked 36 more that were companies that I liked. Now, as I said earlier, I'm invested in 100 different stocks, and with my total portfolio being about $423 right now, I have about $4.23 invested in each. This is way over diversified, and not only that, one of the pitfalls of my strategy is that it's hard to keep up with 100 different stocks. If one stock started doing poorly or even cut its dividend, it would be hard for me to find out just because of the sheer quantity of all these stocks. But that being said, and I will go back in the app again, the reason I really like this portfolio is I'm receiving dividends like almost every day. If I own 100 stocks and they all pay dividends, most pay quarterly, but some pay monthly. And because of that, I'm receiving at least 400 dividend payments a year, and it's probably going to be closer to 500 dividend payments. And they're all very small payments. We got 2 cents from Citigroup, 4 cents from Welltower, 2 cents from Paychex, 1 cent from Caterpillar, 2 cents from Clorox, 2 cents from A.O. Smith. So as you all can see, they're not huge payouts, but what I really like about this is as my portfolio gets bigger, as I keep investing money over time, these payments are going to grow and grow and grow. And they're also going to grow anytime a company increases its dividend. And it's just really cool, you know, seeing this income come in. And like I said, I don't necessarily recommend this strategy. I don't even necessarily think it's a good strategy, but it's a fun way for me to save money, stay engaged in the stock market, and you know, create a income source. So that being said, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. M1 Finance is a pretty simple app to use. It's pretty intuitive. As you get into it, you'll pick it up pretty quickly. It's, like I said, it has some advantages compared to Robinhood, but the main disadvantage compared to Robinhood is that you cannot day trade and you can't really even swing trade with it. It's more of a long-term investing platform rather than Robinhood, where you buy individual stocks and then you could sell them right away if you want to. But in general, I really like M1 Finance. I think I'm going to continue to put money into it into the future. Probably going to try to do something like $10 a week. And moving forward, I will keep you all updated on my portfolio, let you all know how my strategy is working. It might not work great because, like I said, it's kind of a questionable strategy. But overall, I think M1 Finance is a great platform. But anyways, I think that's going to wrap up today's video. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to leave you all a link to sign up for M1 Finance in the description. If you sign up for this app, I believe we both get $20 to invest. So please sign up with my referral link if you are interested in using the M1 Finance app. Also, if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. You know, doing that is what helps this channel to grow, helps me to keep outputting videos like this. So thank you all for watching, and you all take care.